Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that brief head twitching right there. Just trying to make sure that we are going live. We are joining you on a very, very cool special day. It is the second to last day of Spot 127's Summer Boot Camp. I'm sorry. Wow, screwed that up pretty good. Summer session. We have all the kids here. It is me that is going to be hosting this one, along with my new special friend and co-host that I think is so awesome. Let me introduce him. His name is Jalen Scott. Jalen.
How you doing, guys? I'm Jalen, digital media editor over at the Friends of Public Radio. And I'm super happy to be here today. Super excited to see what you guys got going on.
And just to let you know, this isn't a podcast where we're really talking about any topics at all whatsoever. It's not Corona. It's not Black Lives Matter. We've done those topics. We can't wait to revisit those topics once the world changes again. But right now, what we really want to do is this. Ask the students what was their experience having a summer on an online class. Gridview, guys, unmute your mics. Everyone unmute your mics.
Hello there.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hi, sisters.
Jalen, you can unmute your mics as well. Lonnie Hamblets, you guys as well. Interns as well. There is 30 of us here in the class. Guys, let me ask you this. What has your experience been here at summer session been so far? Anyone?
Really good.
Fun.
It's been good. It's been really good. Good.
It's a lot of fun. It's
been really
something
entertaining.
that keeps you going, and it's something to do during the summer.
Cool. Jalen, this is your time to shine, my friend. Any questions you have for them?
Yeah, I've got a few questions for you guys, so I guess we'll just go down it.
Sure, go ahead.
You guys have been here all summer doing this. What's your favorite lesson or your favorite trick that you've learned in Photoshop? I guess the one that you find yourself going back to on your own.
The one that we did today?
The 80?
Yeah, probably.
The 80
I agree.
vintage one?
Post processing, just in
Yeah, I
general.
feel like he's cross-processing a lot.
I say cross-processing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of biased because he taught us the 3D effect in the black and white at Spot West when we went there. So we are kind of biased. So
I'm a little biased to that one.
Yeah, 3D effect is pretty.
3D effect is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Well,
I
as
find
color
myself trying to
flash.
put that on a lot of photos.
Okay, so that leads into the next question. Then, what was your least favorite lesson?
All right.
I didn't have one.
Honestly, yeah.
It's not that it's not
They
a
were
least
all good.
favorite. It's just that when you progress into Photoshop a lot, you get more advanced into it that it's a little hard to learn everything. The 80s one it looks so nice. It's literally so pretty, but the process of it is so long.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
You're just lazy, bruh. It's crazy. Don't want to put in the
No,
work.
it's coming.
Good work requires hard work. Okay, guys.
Okay, so is this the first of this kind of digital media course that any of you guys have taken? You ever taken a class where they taught you Photoshop or even like?
This is the first digital media class I ever
Yeah, this is the first one that I've
And
taken.
only
Yeah.
as of now.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
proper class, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, what Edgar said.
That's the really dope part, I think, about what's going on here is the fact that you guys are having this first experience so early. Like, I was talking with Trevor about it. This course is literally real, like, professional tips. Like, this is what they're teaching in college. Like, you go pay thousands of dollars to take that course at home, and you guys get it so early, and it gives you. I think that's the real value in what's going on here. So okay, so how many of you got what's some options as far as future career choices that anybody has?
So one of mine was being a side of doing music. Trevor already knows I was gonna do music, but it was super cool because if it weren't for Spot and everybody, I'm pretty sure, especially Trevor knows this. If it weren't for Spot, I wouldn't have added onto my list of what I want to do in careers. I would like to be a music video editor.
That would be dope.
I'm going for game design, but now I have the option to also do Photoshop and help with like big projects, like movies.
I also feel like the Photoshop might help with the game design.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
It might help with like cover arts and cutscenes and
Yeah.
stuff.
Graphic designer. So
Definitely graphic.
I'm really interested in journalism, so Photoshop and podcasting. Really fun.
Yeah, same thing with me. Like, Spawn 27 helped me with my journalism. I want to do broadcasting journalism also, and so at the same time, video editing, which comes in very handy for journalism.
I wanted to. Sorry. I'm going for. I want to be a freelance voice actor. So a lot of the stuff I learned here can help me market myself.
Yes.
So I haven't had this lesson because this is my first time doing this. But making a business card would be editing a website.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, I had to interrupt. Michael, if you come in fall, you are gonna love that. You know how many times, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you have your own business card now because you came to Slot?
I do.
I was supposed
We
to
never
get
got
one.
ours.
Trevor, where are
I want to learn how to do that. But
It'd be like that.
Ours still need to be printed, actually.
Sorry,
But it was cool to make it.
Got excited.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's cracking it. Don't stop.
I'm just saying, I never
Taylor, you're
knew.
doing great.
So
I
I
never knew. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Okay. I never knew how easy it is to make a photo look 10 times better, like from the original to the next one. And like I thought, my opinion, it took like days to make a photo that good. Like it took them like days. And then, that's why you pay a lot of money. But I learned it's just that you can bamboozle people who don't know Photoshop. And you can tell them,
He said, "Bam."
And literally, the fact that Trevor added that in there, he's not lying. Like that little bit of RGB that we just did with the curve, you can go download Fiverr today, make an account, like my skill is I will post production your photos for $50 and just watch how many of them come in. Like these are real money making like trade skills that you're learning here. So don't forget.
Jalen, you mind if I tell a small story real quick?
Oh yeah.
All right. So most of you know this story, but for the new students, you haven't heard this story. So exactly what Jalen said, but I want you to take it back a little further back to like
05.
2000, a little bit of 05, between 05 and 2010. I would say more so 2010, 2011. Okay. That's 10 years ago. Facebook is just getting started. YouTube is starting in 08 and things like that. So I worked for a lawyer, and he was a very, very successful lawyer. Made a lot of money. About every quarter, he was bringing in about it was like $8 to $10 million. Okay, that's how much he was making a quarter. Okay, and he gets to go has a big house, 2 firms, lots of lawyers, lots of employees. But the big thing is that he wanted to market himself more. And literally what he said is this. He goes, I need to have a business card. I need to have a radio ad that is in English and in Spanish. So when we talk about voice acting, Michael, it's how to write a script and then how to pronounce it in English and in Spanish. He wanted a commercial. And not only did he want a commercial, but he wanted a business card. Not only did he want a business card, he wanted a website and a banner that went with it. So he wanted all those things. And he sourced it out, and it was going to cost him $1.6 million to have all of that done. And then it was going to take him 6 to 9 months for him to have that all out there. At that time, I'm fresh out of college. And just like Jalen, you just graduated, right?
Yeah, in May.
Yeah. Fresh out of college. And I literally say this. I said, as an intern, that's just like stapling papers and getting coffee. I said, well, I can do this stuff for you. And he's like, yeah. Great story. That's okay. And I was like, well, but I can. And he's like, yeah, okay. So in 3 days, I came back to him in a meeting and I said, hey, I want to have a meeting with you. He says, cool. It's him and his other partner and 2 of his top lawyers that are there, right? And I wanted to be a lawyer at that time. And I literally said, okay, I have something for you. I go, here is your business card. Here is your new logo. Here are the scripts for your radio ad and in English and in Spanish. And here's an audio clip that I can play you of them. Here's what your website can look like. And he goes, oh my God, this is great. Give it to me. And I said, sure. And he goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I go, you haven't paid me for this yet. And he says, all right, what do you want? I make my deal right there. I get that. I'm no longer an intern, but what I become is actually the manager of the law firm and the accountant of the law firm. Wow. And it was a split decision. And he said this. He said in the 25, I think at that time it was in the 20 years. He said in the 20 years that I've owned this and worked for this, you're the first person that has come to me with an idea.
Wow.
Here's the crazy thing, guys.
Fresh out of college.
His rival lawyers saw what I did and said, hey, aren't you the kid that makes business cards and gets radio promos and all that stuff? I said, yeah. And it's cool today to still see their billboards and stuff around Phoenix. So
Like, get my name right. It's Trevor Gahona.
I'm gonna be a star.
Well, it's not that. It's
not a kid anymore.
Everyone was like, everyone was more like, oh, you're that kid X, right? And I said, yeah. You're Kevin's kid, right? I said, yeah. And I said, okay, how do you do this? So as much as you guys want to be lawyers and doctors and engineers, and you guys have heard me say that before, continue to follow those dreams. Continue to follow those dreams. But at some point, a doctor needs a business card. A lawyer needs a business card. A lawyer needs a website. A doctor needs his own practice. A dentist needs their own practice. A chef needs their own restaurant. So all those things come together. This is where your generation is going. You are your brand. I want to tell you more to this knowledge, which is this. In America, you are your brand. In Europe, you have a brand. So,
all right, guys, let's move to Europe.
What I'm trying to tell you is this. Is that right now in high school, your world is this small. In college, your world gets this big. And you meet a lot of new people that are excited. After that, everything is your world. But you have to go explore. So you're already doing it at the ages of 14, 15, 16, 17 right now, being in this program. Understand that next semester, we are only taking 110 kids.
Only.
Only. Well, think of it. I'm trying to think who. Oh, Lonnie, you went to Maryville High School. How many kids are at Maryville High School?
Honestly, right now.
It's like 3,000, right?
Yeah, like around that much.
Okay, I want you to think of this. Lonnie was the only kid to come from Maryville High School. Out of 3,000 kids, Lonnie was the only one to do it. Just saying. But yeah, I'll stop from there, Jalen. I'll stop flexing. I'll pass it over to you.
No, but there's definitely some truth in that. Like to take the time and take a class like this that allows you to work on your skills, marketable, applicable skills that you can put on a resume, you can use in your daily life, and you can use later on in the workforce. It's like priceless. So, what do you guys see yourselves recommending a course like this to your friends or to your peers?
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. I actually.
Oh yeah, we already have.
Definitely.
Oh, 100%.
This program to my friends from school. I don't think any of them are joined.
Your cat. I'd like to say this. Jalen, asked them this. How long have some of them been in the program?
Yeah.
4 years.
I started this summer.
September.
Like my
3 weeks.
fourth
Past year.
Yeah. It's
I've been here 2 years now.
September.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 2
Trevor, is
years.
it 2 years for me?
8 years.
You're going into 3.
Oh, are you for real?
Are you a junior now?
Started
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
junior.
you'll be a
3
junior.
years.
Oh yeah, because 3 years now. I'm going on 3 years now.
started in
Never once
8th
have I
grade,
left.
and I'm about to be a junior, so
4
it's like
years
3
for
or 4
Marcus.
years.
4
Wow.
years for Marcus now.
And Trevor, has it been 2 years for me or no?
2 years for Michael, yeah.
Some people go
Fatima.
years here. Some people even graduate and become interns here. That's how good this program is. And it's sad because I don't want to graduate.
Fatima came here one summer. Were you here 2 summers straight, Fatima?
I was here one summer when I was going to 9th grade, and then I stopped, and then this is the first time again.
Oh my god,
And I
hi, Vicky,
continued.
with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Jose, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How many years?
4 years.
4 years. So from a freshman to a senior through the entire
Yep.
program.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Are you gonna be looking for a program like this going forward? Probably.
I don't think so because I'm going to the Air Force and there isn't much opportunity to use this what I learned in the Air Force, but I am able to use it like as a side job.
And I would also look into it, man, because there's a lot more. Like, there's tons of engineering and there's tons of like almost marketing positions that you can do in the Air Force. So, like,
Yeah, I know. All those commercials and all like the images and all the stuff that they put up on the commercials.
That's all.
There are a lot of people that work on that. It's all marketing. It's really cool.
Like we live in such a digital age that this stuff is going to be like natural for everyone later on. So it's better that we learn like at an early age right now.
Literally, that's it right there. Like, the world is going to this already, and the fact that you guys can do this today, you're leagues ahead of everyone else your age. Like,
I like that. We are like,
stay with this, or just remember enough because you're gonna make some money off of it.
Let me let me push a question in there for you, Jalen. Just like prompt you. Ask them, what has Spot done for their self-esteem and also for like just being social with people?
Yeah.
Ask them.
What is the and then to add on to that, how has Spot helped with your personal, like, your ability? How do you think about yourself, your self-esteem? And then also, how has it helped you guys during this quarantine?
I feel as though when I first walked in the Spot, even as Trevor, I was so shy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I never want to talk to anybody. But now when I walk in those doors and going to the physical location, I say hi to everybody. I love going in there. It's like feeling like I'm going home. It's such a nice feeling going in there. And if it weren't for Spot, I never would have really come out. I never would have even met some of my friends, especially Andy. Love the homies, you know. But I don't think words can ever explain. It's gonna get sadder when I graduate. Watch, but I can't ever express how thankful I am to Spot, and especially to Trevor. Like, no words can ever explain how grateful I am to Spot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, same here. Spot like really made me a lot more confident in myself. And I think one of like the biggest things Spot did for me is it helped me learn how to present myself on camera, and that was really useful because I want to go into like film and I like to make videos. And so knowing how to present myself on camera and how to talk to a camera was like really, really helpful. And you know, in doing that, I also became more confident like when I'm not on camera. I like learned to present myself to other people too, and that really helped me a lot.
Yep, that's awesome.
You know, she's like one of my favorite students, right? Like, she's like the most delicate, sensitive student that I've always taken care of.
Wow.
Yeah, like, because I knew day one when she came in. When I knew day one when she came in, I was like, I gotta protect this little girl because she's scared of like everything in the world.
We had a water balloon fight. I don't know. Oh, Jalen, we have to tell you this. We had a water balloon fight, right? And it was the greatest thing we've done at Spot. And a water balloon almost in August. And then Trevor was like, move, you gotta move. It was one of the most funniest things I've ever seen.
Someone did hit me directly in the face with the water balloon.
Oh yeah.
And Trevor literally did half of the water balloon. I was like, who the heck? Yeah, August. It was so like, at all costs. That's all you
Let me, Jalen, I'd like you to ask this question to Kobe. As a senior, someone coming late into the program, how has it actually inspired him? You know, Juliet's been in the program since she was a freshman. August since she was a freshman. Marcus since he was in 8th grade. But, you know, this is Kobe coming into his last year of high school. You know, how has it helped him? How has it showed him, especially when he went to a school that doesn't have something like this?
Yeah, what did you get out of it, Kobe, especially in the back end of education?
Well, like, I plan on being a game developer, and like the dream goal is to run my own game company. So, and it will help. And that's less people I'd have to pay. You know, less people putting out trailers, less people working on cover arts, less people working on cutscenes because of the video editing, less people for interviews and speaking out at conventions and stuff because I'm learn. I was already always a outspoken person. I always talked loud. I was funny. Like walked out when I walked in the spot, I was probably the loudest person there. Like, and so really it helped me with my confidence on camera though. Like I was more like fine tuning like the minor things I didn't really work on in conversations and at school giving presentations. But I got a lot of it. I was like,
the funny thing about
did it help to strengthen or challenge your plans after high school? Or did it help
it's definitely strengthened because there was a lot of things that I planned on doing that I didn't know how to start, and Spot was like the Kickstarter.
Nice. So, and when you go ahead and make that decision for what you're doing next, you're probably going to look for something that has a program similar to this, or at least let you.
I'm definitely going to work on it for sure, even for fun, like whether or not it's for work. And I'm always going to keep it because it's just another skill to have, and you never know what's going to happen.
Definitely. That's dope. I think, guys, for my last question here, this one is just kind of to gauge how you guys feel about it, because I know how I felt about it. Coming out of an online class, you may have taken one before. How do you guys feel about online versus in-person courses?
I'm not used to it being online because it was like the first time we've ever really done this. But the fact that Spot was able to pull it off,
right?
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I usually hate online classes.
Same.
Yeah, I had a lot of
things that.
I think the structure of Spot, like podcasts and all that, like nothing really. I was thinking nothing really. Well, I never been to the locations, but I'm just saying that like a podcast and all like the Photoshop stuff. I feel like it's very like it's easier to do online than many other things. Like if we were doing like a writing class or like an acting class, like you can't really do that online because it's very like personal interaction. While like all this online stuff is more, it's more digital. So I think it's easier to apply to online.
Hear that? I think that's all I got for him, Trevor. I'm gonna have to get out of here.
I'll ask one question, and I think this is gonna help you. It's gonna help you, especially it's important. So the question is this: you guys ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Jalen, now that you've been introduced to Spot 127 fully, and I will say this, more than any other outside employee that I've seen, what are your takeaways from Spot and the Spot students?
Wow. Man, tons of them.
I'm on the spot, huh?
I've said it in the little times that I've spoke here, but this class is so much more than just a time killer or a bogus online environment that really doesn't hold much, that really doesn't teach you things that you can't do. This is a course and I say this with my whole heart, you would take this exact course in a college class and pay money for it and be much less socialized with your peers and much more held to a certain standard of a certain curriculum, and it would be just far more overall unenjoyable. And the fact that you guys are getting this here at this age with obviously all your friends, like this is better than any summer camp, in my opinion. This is better than a lot of things available right now. Not to mention, and you touched on it earlier, the fact that this was able to happen during the current social climate with like this pandemic going on, and you guys didn't miss a beat. You guys still met. You guys still have the live streams going. You still do your classes. Like that is dope. And so going forward for me, I see the value in what you guys are doing at Spot, and it helps me to be able to promote your guys' work to the rest of the world. So hopefully you see more incoming students and you see more returns for your guys' hard work. And this is dope. This is really dope what you guys got going on.
Don't you wish, like, I don't know, me and you, because we're older than them, don't you wish like you had stuff like this in high school?
You know what, man, if I had something, and that's another thing, I won't drop any link, but like I tried to teach myself Photoshop and then went to YouTube and tried to teach the world with me, all kinds of like time lapses and things like that. And then if I had something like this in high school, I don't even know if I would be doing what I'm doing today now.
Yep. And to add one little thing to that story, Jalen, the skills that I learned at their age, at 14, 15, stickers, designing t-shirts, designing skateboard decks, and all that stuff, is literally when no one taught me and I had to teach myself, and I just happened to find a mentor that could teach me these things, and I took off with it, is what landed me this position today, and is what will take me into whatever I want to do for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much what I want these kids to have is skills. You know as well as I know that a degree isn't enough anymore. It's you have to have skills.
It's these skills that you get in spaces like this that will ensure you never go hungry. Like as you grow, you'll never go hungry. If you remember this,
write that down. That was good.
You will never go hungry.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our amazing co-host, Jalen. Get it on that.
I love your shirt. Just saying.
So good.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our stream is now come to a complete true circle. Class is dismissed, and where can you see us? In the same Dragon Ball place. At the same Dragon Ball place.
There goes Kobe again.
Cut the live stream, Big Boss.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, so good. Give it up one more time for Jalen Scott.
Trevor, let me know the next time I can come in. Even if there's not a class, if y'all just meeting on the side, I want to come in. So
All right, cool. Because I was gonna say that. I was gonna email that to Linda and Nancy. You killed it today in class. You learned something very easy. There is more for us to learn. I know Thursday's our last class tomorrow, guys, but we're gonna go hard in Photoshop. The Discord is always there. Jalen, you now have access to the Discord. So in case there's like any pictures you want or anything like that, Hamlet was taking screenshots. So we have those to share and everything like that. The live stream just finished, so now you have video there. I'm sure you have a bunch of one-liners. You can go back and watch it and take it, which is fantastic.
Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Trevor, for having me.
Go for it.
And me and
Take care, Jalen.
Bye, Jalen.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And guys, I'm proud of you.